Hello, YouTubers! Okay, who did I scare? Anybody? Nobody? Nobody? Fuck. City Mangaka here, and I'm in a little bit of a good mood right now, and I'm going to make a commentary for you guys. And it's going to be something different. It's going to be a Demolition gameplay, and it's going to be on the map Zoo. For those of you who might not know, I've actually purchased all the map packs that have come out for Black Ops so far. I say purchase, I mean download it off one of my teammates because I'm a cheap prick, and they're willing to give me stuff. Thank you, Black Dragon. But I don't really get a lot of gameplay with the maps for a few reasons. For one, I play with a bunch of people. A few people in my party don't have the map packs. You know, like Link's manager, he's a regular that I play with, and he doesn't have the map packs. So, you know, whenever he's in the group, I can't do shit with the new maps. Basically, it really kind of just, you know, dad runs the zombie runs. Like, we're gonna have to play Kino again. No offense to you, Link's man. I'm just giving you a little hard time, but. So when I got this gameplay, actually, on Zoo, like a month ago, I was like, okay, cool, hold on to this stuff. I'm going to use this gameplay, actually, to talk about Demolition and Demolition spawn traps, because it's all dirties. Demolition is by far the most easily abused game mode in all of the Call of Duty. In all of Call of Duty, basically. It is absolutely ridiculous. Especially in Black Ops for a few reasons. One, the spawns don't flip, you know, at all. I mean, they'll jump here to there, and you know, if you push up too far, the enemy actually just spawn behind you, just a little out of their spawn, and they'll be able to, you know, run down to the bomb site, get stuff planted, get set up. It's happened to, you know, me a few times. That was, you know, a few scary moments. But overall, I mean, there's just so few spawn points when the enemy spawn in. I mean, you get maps like WMD firing range, and I mean, you're gonna have a big kill game if you get a good solid party together and like a bunch of, you know, horrible garbage players, which, you know, all of Call of Duty and the internet in general is just loaded with, because that's how it is, I suppose you can say. Then you're gonna be in for a rape-tacular, ass-raping good time, as people could call it. And namely so because Demolition, you can drag out Demolition games forever. I've gotten Demolition games where they're 20 minutes long, and that's when you throw every single round. And it's kind of just like, you know, there's a part of the YouTube community that really celebrates the whole like Demolition spawn trapping thing, and there's a part of it, I imagine, that also like detests it. You know, it's just wrong. It's just, you know, very abusive. Like I know Ronaldinho has called out people who have done like some severe Demolition spawn traps. I mean, you know, in a sense it is boosting, but you know, it's not cheating. In this retrospect, that if you're gonna abuse it, you're gonna have to be, you know, at least good at the game, and you have bad players. But I think that it does, you know, definitely. It doesn't so much as, you know, help your skill level at all. I mean, it kind of almost hurts you when it comes to playing against like some really good players. If all you do is just spawn trap the bad kids. I mean, for example, we played numerous groups who go into Demolition. If you want a game of against another party, Demolition is like one of the fastest game modes, which you will get that challenge really fast, because so many people go into it with the same purpose as mine. Let's spawn trap the nublets, you know, let's get in the Havana spawn trap and knife people. Although I think they patched it so you can't play Havana anymore. Good for Treyarch, I think. Don't quote me on that. But honestly, and yeah, my party is taking on other groups in Demolition, and I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the other enemy team will, you know, be making some good rounds. We played a game today on Jungle, and this is the most utterless bullshit thing I've seen. The enemy team got 2 Blackbirds up against us. The 2 Blackbirds, okay? We didn't get a single one against them. They get 2 Blackbirds. They're calling the second one in. Not 30 seconds after they call it in, their entire team just starts to leave. What the hell? You got a Blackbird. You can make some magic happen here. You might be able to win this thing if you man up, grow a pair of nuts, and start fighting it out. But they left because they weren't getting the spawn trap that they wanted. They weren't having the easy mode game, and that is just ridiculous bullshit. We played another party on WMD a long time ago. I wish I kept the gameplay, but I didn't. And they almost had a spawn trap. They like had a half a spawn trap on us, and they were knocking us down. I mean, I was going pretty negative actually, because the guys were really good, and I was just not playing right. And they all freaking left. We beat them the first round. First round, 2 more to go. They just up and left. When they didn't get their dogs in the first round. Seriously? Seriously? It's those kind of people that are just the trash of the Call of Duty community when it comes to the players that you can entitle are better than average. That is the filth, in my opinion. I mean, it's the guys who have like, you know, like the .8 win-loss, but like the 5 KD. It is just atrociously horrible. I am not like a Demolition guy. I'm okay with Demolition. I like playing Demolition occasionally, but I don't like playing it 24/7, mainly because I also get worried about how it inflates my stats. Even though, like, my KD, namely, which, you know, in one aspect you can argue it's okay because my KD is probably deflated just because of, you know, how of learning the game and whatnot and some whatever. You can argue that, but, you know, I don't feel comfortable playing a lot of Demolition, and my KD just grows at this astronomical rate. It just bothers me for whatever reason, and so I stay away from Demolition a lot, but when I play it, it's fun. I'm okay with playing Demolition, like, once a week. You know, like, go and do, like, a 5-game binge and just rape the crap out of people, or, you know, like, make other parties leave because they're not getting the spawn trap that they want on. But every day for, like, all the time and just go for the spawn trapping footage, that's no way to play the game. That's honestly no way to play the game. And I'm going to start doing this in my party. I'm going to stop dragging out games. You know, I'm going to, like, have the intent, like, right from the get-go is to end the game as quickly as we can. You know, just like, you know, on offense, you get the bomb plants as fast as you can. Defense, you don't let them have a single thing. You know, the only time I would drag something out is if a guy's got, like, a kill streak and he wants to call it in. That's when I would use Demolition to kind of just drag it out so that, you know, one of the guys can have, like, get all their stuff in, like. And that's a great thing, too. Like, in Domination, you have a set amount of time to deal with, but in Demolition, you can drag it out if you need to. Your guy got a set dogs, 30 seconds left in the game. Hey, guys, can we not plant this last bomb? I got some stuff I want to kill. Oh, sure, man. We'll just, you know, throw this round, and then you can, you know, call him in next round. And then, you know, you just hurry up and end it that fast. I think that's a cool thing to do. It's just a nice little touch to let your guy finally go, hey, can we just, like, you know, let me help, you know, just, I got a gameplay here I'm working on. Just, like, can we, like, sure, man. I'm okay with that thing. And, you know, even, I do admit, though, all my party really does is drag out the game for the full 20 minutes. Which is bads, I know, and it's evils, you know, sin. But, again, I don't do it as often as other people do, and I don't do it all the time. I entertain myself with a whole bunch of other things. I don't know why I'm so self-conscious about it, but Demolition spawn trapping. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna be kind of guy who wants to get in on the spawn trapping and the Demolition, tips for you: really strong party, really aggressive players who, you know, just push way the hell up into the enemy spawn. Knock them back. Have, like, 3 guys run high kill streak, 3 guys run low kill streaks. You know, just so that if everybody's doing well, the guys with high kill streaks have a chance of calling all their stuff, and everybody's not fighting over for the chopper gunners and the dogs. And also, if, you know, maybe they're not doing so well, or they need the extra, like, a spy plane to help them out, there's someone there who is actually running the stuff who can provide it. Or if you run into, like, another group, once you see another party in Demolition, just drop your kill streaks way the crap down, because you know, odds are you're playing against some half decent players. Odds are half decent against bad players. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so egotistical right now. I gotta work on that. And at first, I would start by not giving the enemy anything. I would start by just ruthlessly pounding the enemy into a hole and winning the matches as fast as you can, just so you kind of get used to playing Demolition, because you can lose a Demolition round really easy, and when you're not intending to do it either, by having your entire team push up in the enemy spawn, and the enemy spawn will actually kind of flip out just enough so that they can run away from you because they're spawning behind you, and they'll run and go plant a bomb. I mean, they did it in this game, and they're going to do it, actually. Here in a minute, you'll see an example of it right now. So until your team really starts to understand how the spawns work on a certain map in a certain area, I would not, you know, really start throwing rounds in Demolition until you're comfortable. And then even when you're going to start doing it, you know, just start on offense, not planting a bomb, and then, you know, for a long time. I mean, there's different ways you can drag it out, and also don't be afraid of challenges either. I mean, you know, play against the other parties, and, you know, when you play against, you know, really good players, that's when you learn experience and can look at a few things, and if you make it a valuable learning lesson, your overall abilities will improve. And then when you do go out to, you know, get your little Demolition, the spawn trappings on the nubs, then it's going to be all the more fantastically easy for you to do, because you have experience playing against, you know, some half-decent players. And so here we go. Guy got the bomb planted. I'm going for the defuse. Doing the spin, and I stop, I think, but it doesn't matter. So this is just some old Zoo Demolition gameplay, and that's kind of been, like, my overview of Demolition. You know, in general, it's fun, and yeah, hell is stat pad you, but honestly, don't over-abuse. It's so easy to abuse. Don't over-abuse it too much. I mean, you know, I could care less about what the other people on the other team are experiencing. I mean, it's just like, if I'm not doing it to them, they're going to do it to me. So, but overall, I mean, it's just like, you can only do it so much, and before you kind of just start, you know, corrupting your KD or whatever that you want to call it. But anyways, so this CD Mangaka, wrapping up a Demolition game. I showed you the last 2 rounds, and I didn't show you the first. A little bit slow. Right up the video, and let's get a discussion in the comment section. If you want to rage on Demolition, go right ahead. I'm cool with it. Your opinion. If you want to I don't know, just, let's get a little discussion in the comment section going on. And thank you all for watching this commentary. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and keep it that way.